Welcome everyone to the world's greatest news and reviews. Your boy Vic here, as you might know me on Facebook, Captain Mao. I am joined by
Scott Hale,
AKA
aka Weapon 2.
Weapon 2 on the Facebook page. And today we're going to be talking about the Daredevil Season 3. If you've been looking at our page recently, you might want to check out this man's review, or not a review, but he talks about the life of the late great Stan Lee. Very touching video. Our boy Lonnie, as you might know him as T Crawler, also did a review on Red Dead Redemption 2. But before we get into Daredevil Season 3, Hale, how the hell are you?
Just been chilling like a villain, staying cool like a fool. I've noticed that is an awesome shirt you're wearing.
Why, thank you for noticing this awesome t-shirt. It is pretty dope. It's really new. And it's based on artwork by this amazing guy.
You're kidding me.
Dare I say dead sexy. In fact, he reminds me of someone, but I can't quite put my finger on it, of who this man reminds me of.
Would it be me?
It might be you! Oh shit, is this your art?
And you know what else? This is also my art, right here. Yes. Thanks for noticing, Vic.
Oh,
and thanks
fantastic.
for the plug.
Hey, where can you find one of these amazing fucking t-shirts?
Well, thanks for asking. You can find those t-shirts on TeePublic and Redbubble. Search Stolen Cheese. That's Stolen Cheese.
Stolen cheese. Yes. White selection. Support our man here. Fantastic work. Great fit. Great shirts. They look amazing. But to the subject at hand, Daredevil Season 3.
Yes.
Pretty good, huh? What did you think?
I think, I may be wrong, I'm the only one that shares this opinion, quite possibly the best of the Netflix television series.
I will say that it is the best superhero series, period. Like, you mean singular season?
I think of all the Netflix
Daredevil's definitely the best.
I say that, to me,
that season
was the best.
Now, there's a solid argument for that. I feel like the arguments are that one, Daredevil Season 1, and Jessica Jones Season 1. But no, all in the discussion. So what you're saying is it's amazing. That it's a master class on how to put on a superhero series. You know the only thing about Daredevil Season 3 that pissed me off?
What?
It made other superhero shows look like shit.
You're right.
I love the Arrowverse. Alright, I do. They're fun for what they are, but they look like steaming piles of dog shit compared to Daredevil. Calm down, he's not an Arrowverse guy. But they're okay. But I feel like we need to mention a couple things that we really liked. And I'm gonna start with fucking Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk. Bringing him back from Season 1, amazing. Like, he's full-blown Kingpin now. There's no more transitions, complete with a white suit. Everything about him, his level of control, and all. By the way, we're gonna not go into a whole lot of spoilers. We're gonna try to keep it spoiler-free, but damn, he was amazing, right? Like, just...
He was amazing. So for keeping it spoiler-free, there were some things I wanted to bring up, but now I don't know if I should or not. But you know what we can do? We can bring it up.
We can, and we can give you a warning.
We may just cut this out.
If it's a little spoilery.
So...
Possible spoilers ahead.
So Wilson Grant Fisk.
Is his name Grant?
His middle name's Grant.
I love that you know that.
He
so
is...
hot right now. So hot.
He is... So IGN did a list of... Or what is it? ING? IGN. They did a list of the 100 greatest comic book villains. And where do you think Fisk? I'm going to tell you what it tops out with. It starts with Magneto, Joker, and Doctor Doom. So
they're the bottom? Or they're the top?
No, they're the top. So that's where it starts. And he was... It's a list of 100.
I would put him at like 8. I'd put him high.
You were close. He was number 10.
Oh!
Yeah.
For that much.
So, he is like one of these figures in comic books that is enormous. And in more ways than one. They list him in comic books as 6'7" and 450. But...
D'Onofrio's not that big, but he carries himself like it.
I like the way he put on some weight
he did.
for this role. And he does. It's the way he plays it that kind of makes him look that big. Because when they draw him in the comic book, if he's 6'7", he has to be 600 in the comic
he's massive.
books. But,
they over-exaggerate everything, though.
Yeah. But he's also no superpowers, but he's peak human strength. And so he's just enormous. He's a huge character in the comic books, and he He portrayed that.
He did.
In this, and it's in more than just his physical stature and stuff. It's the way he controls the city. That's terrifying when you don't know who you can trust or depend on.
You find out everyone is you're either blackmailed by him, you're bought by him, and I feel like it was the way that Vincent D'Onofrio delivered the lines. There's like this calm rage that you could just feel. You could feel him in control, but just slightly beneath the surface, ready to explode, ready to murder you if he needed to, but just able to manipulate you in other ways. And like every time he talked, he commanded the room. He commanded the presence of everything. It was brilliant. It was freaking brilliant.
The way he played the part to me seemed like he was pretending like he could be calm.
Yeah, no, but
it was like he was on the verge of being out of control
every minute,
and he was pretending like he was under control.
Yes.
It's like he had the thinnest layer of under control.
But that's what makes it terrifying, because like you could be talking to him and then you could see it and you're just like, oh, he's gonna kill me. So okay, obviously fantastic. Let's talk about Charlie Cox real quick. Now, this might be insulting and I don't mean it this way. Charlie Cox tends to get outshadowed, I think, by a lot of his co-stars. But not because he sucks. He's phenomenal. It's just everybody in this show brings it. He's great. I kind of love his fall from grace this season. It starts after the Defenders, spoilers. He thinks he's lost everything. He tries to shed away the layer of Matt Murdock and be pure Daredevil, not realizing that, obviously he needs the other aspects of his life to be a superhero. But him rebuilding and getting back to where he was and going on his quest against Fisk. Very reminiscent to season 1. But like just a lot deeper and dived a lot deeper and introduced new characters that were very relevant. And I think what makes this show great is it's very character driven. We care about Matt and Foggy and Karen and even Wilson Fisk and even these new characters more so than just random people that we don't know that are just supposed to be in dire straits. We give a shit when stuff's happening on the show to these characters. There's an episode of Karen where they do backstory on her. Might have been the best episode of the season, where it shows about her brother and all that kind of stuff. Spoilers. Fantastic. So what did you think about Matt and Karen and Foggy and all of them and like their arcs in this season? Did you think they were good? Did you like them? Anything drag for you?
So, this is what I liked about the most about Daredevil in this season is that, like you said, he's rebuilding. I thought it was cool that he never put on the costume the entire season.
First of all, can we just say the black suit looks dope? Like it looks doper.
It looked killer. The whatever they called
the tie knots or whatever.
Ropes. Those were
especially
so cool.
when they had the blood. Oh,
it made his forearms
like huge.
Enormous.
Yeah,
and he looked a little bit like just the way he was dressed. Now I'm going to say something. He looked like the Iron Fist I liked from the comic books. He looked the kind of the cut of the mask that he had on and everything. He reminded me of the way I wish that Iron Fist was portrayed in the Iron Fist season.
So while on the subject of Iron Fist, if we may, so I'm going to do a really quick review on Iron Fist Season 2. Here's my thoughts on Iron Fist Season 2. Iron Fist Season 2 is better than Iron Fist Season 1, but that's like saying getting punched in the dick is better than getting punched in the balls. Yeah, it hurts less. I'd still rather you don't hit me in the genitals at all. And I guess Netflix heard me because they canceled that shit. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so now on to Karen Page. There was some interesting things in this season as far as the when they were going with her backstory. Of course, was interesting. That was interesting. Now, in the comic books,
I was going to say, did you read that one with her?
Which one?
I forget the name of it, but it's how Kingpin finds out his name and what he does with her.
It's because she's a heroin addict.
She's an addict. She turns him over for a fucking rock.
And she's in porn movies.
Yes.
And she for a fix. That's how she gives up.
For a minute, I thought they were gonna do it. I was like, they are not gonna do it. I was like, please do it. What is the name of that comic? Didn't Frank Miller write it? It was really, really good.
I can't remember.
Damn it.
But
they kind of hint to it though. They don't really do it.
But it was for me, it was kind of whitewashed in the season because that cleans it up a little bit.
You kind of have to.
Yeah. I mean, it was more like, I didn't say his name,
yeah,
but he could tell in my eyes.
But then I didn't like how Matt was just like, well, he knew. What were you tripping about? Like, it's like he already knew.
Foggy,
Didn't have as much to do this season.
I'll tell you, I've always seen Foggy in Daredevil comics as a guy who could be there or not be there.
Yeah.
He's not always that interesting. He's like a really minor part of the story. But the
actor is very good for what he has. For what he's given to do, he's quite good. Bullseye is introduced this season. Spoiler alert. Very different take on Bullseye. I've never seen Bullseye presented this way before.
Right.
Completely different. You like half empathize with him, and then you're just like, oh shit, you're a sociopath. Did you like that? He was kind of a different threat. I noticed, spoilers, whenever they were fighting, they got up close, Daredevil would kick his ass. But like he seems like he's the most annoying boss battle in a video game ever. Any kind of distance, and he's just chucking shit from across the room at you, like not allowing you to close ground and stuff. Very different type of opponent. I never felt like he was as threatening as like a Nobu or somebody from a previous season, but different type of fight, obviously, and I thought that was cool to change it up. Did you like him? Did you like this version?
I liked it. I liked the way they portrayed him. I liked the whole thing about it. It was strange to me that I've never really seen a Bullseye as a hand-to-hand combat guy.
That's what I'm saying.
And so I was surprised in the season that they made him that good at hand-to-hand combat. Of course, at distance, he was throwing everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah, and he would have if he got one.
Yeah, and so, but it was cool that he was that much of a threat and it was that much of a challenge for him in a fight, but it was just kind of a different take than I expected. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect for Daredevil to be at that much of as much a disadvantage when they were fighting.
Yeah.
So.
But overall, so as a whole though, I think the season flowed very well. Mm-hmm. There really wasn't any episodes that I felt dragged. The characters that I cared about all had arcs that went somewhere. Daredevil, there's a big thing about him losing his faith. Not just in God, but like in people. And it's kind of restored toward the end, especially through the actions of Special Agent Nadeem and the sacrifice that he makes. Spoilers.
Spoilers. We're going to put a thing about this. There's going to be spoilers.
But not only that, and then so like he's separated from his friends in the beginning, and at the end, spoilers, very touching scene where it ends with the three of them essentially getting back together, and we're seeing... Nelson, Murdoch, and Paige possibly forming, which, again, you can tell that some of the writers of the show are Buffy and Angel alone because it feels very much like Angel Investigations, which is a good thing. But, so it kind of seems like it comes back full circle, ties up loose ends, and now that I think we're agreed that the season was amazing, it was solid, as you said, possibly the best superhero season ever because Netflix is that good, and it's better than everything else on Netflix. Where do you think it should go? Where would you want it to go? Where do you think their next move is from here?
Well, I think that we got to wait and see what's going to happen with Marvel and Disney and whether they're going to start taking this stuff to their own.
They're saying they want to cancel everything on Netflix.
I think that, I don't know. I think that I think it would be a big mistake for him to do that. I think that they should look at what was successful and what wasn't as far as the seasons go, the different seasons go of each different show. But I think that it would be a huge mistake. I think this is a big money maker for them. I think that this was set up at the end. I mean, we can talk about some more stuff that happened at the end, but I think that it was set up at the end to go straight into a new season. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so
definitely.
And so I think it would be a huge mistake for them. I think that. But, they're going to do what they need to do. They're going to, this is business.
But the possible cancellation, though, is they're starting their own streaming network, a Disney streaming network. And so if Netflix cancels, they'll get the rights, and they could possibly transfer it over to their service, not have it on Netflix.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Disney taking it on, continuing what they're doing.
I feel like you're going to have a much broader audience on Netflix. I don't care how big their Disney app gets.
Right, but...
And more money. It's going to be a bigger budget.
But is business all about that? I mean, they're wanting to keep their property. Sure. I mean, it's not about them making money; it's about Netflix making money right now.
Correct.
And Disney's going to be about Disney making money. Mm-hmm. So I just think that's what they're.
How about this? I don't care who the fuck gets my money.
I don't either.
Just give me a different. If it moves to Disney, hey, you know who just bought a Disney streaming service? This guy.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I'm going to have to. I don't want it, but I'm going to have to.
I don't care. Wherever Daredevil goes, so goes my nation. I just want to watch that show. It's amazing. It toes the line of dark and funny and character driven and visual. And the fights, holy shit, okay. The fights up their fight game. So Daredevil is kind of known for like its hallway, type single shot fight scene. There's a scene in this, not going to spoil this one. Obviously it's not a single shot. There's a few takes. fuck! It's amazing, and it just starts going, and it keeps going, and then it stops, and there's like dialogue and shit going on in the background, and then it just keeps going, and like roller. By the time it's over, you're just.
Are you talking about the prison?
The prison, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can we start talking about some questions and me asking your opinion about something?
Is this going to be spoilery?
We already talked. Spoilers.
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 Okay.
Spoilers. There are going to be some spoilers. Spoilers.
Hey, calm down, bro. Just calm down. Why don't you spoil some stuff?
Okay,
ask me about it. Go for it.
Here's the deal. So, didn't he get injected with some drugs and stuff? Why wasn't he... It's like he never really was affected by it. I mean, it seemed like, oh, geez, he seems like he might be a little lethargic.
It didn't get him all the way. He stopped it.
Okay. I thought it got him in the hand.
He stops it with his hand and it injects partially, and then I think he blocked it out, and he didn't get. And then he picks it up and smells it. He didn't get all of it.
Okay.
Plus the sensory and all of that.
Right, but
so the thing you got to think about. Even let's say he gets all the shot in him, right?
Uh-huh.
The reason it's not going to affect him is because of reasons, right? So we're going to move on and just assume that he's that awesome.
Okay.
All right, next question.
Next question. At the end, when Kingpin is fighting Daredevil, it's like he just gives up and wants him to kill him, or is going to let him kill him. I didn't understand that.
Kingpin gives up?
Yes, he's on his knees, and he just just kill me, kind of. That's the way it is. It's like he's given up and not given up, like he's trying to save his wife or anything like that. And I'm gonna go back to her in a second.
Yeah.
But it's like he's like, okay, you can kill me. I don't understand that. I didn't understand that at all.
One. That was a triple threat match, and I appreciated that because it was like Daredevil v Kingpin v Bullseye. There was a lot of ass whipping going around though. I feel like Kingpin had gotten his ass handed to him mostly throughout that fight, and I feel like he was just beat down. He was just done. He was just beat. He just had nothing left in the gas tank to keep fighting. I feel like he was just defeated. I do want to point out 3 times in that fight, I counted, Daredevil stopped Bullseye from killing Vanessa, and never is Kingpin just like thanks, like. Like I was sitting here, like in front of him, like just he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, and Vanessa's not like, "What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, Wilson?
Yeah.
Why can't you protect me?"
Yeah. Or even just looks at Daredevil and be like, "Cool." Like just something like he saved your life. But okay, you want to talk about Vanessa though?
Yes. What the fuck? I'm gonna have this one, guys.
No, your delivery was. I've been cussing up a storm. Go for it.
She in the comic book, she's the one who tries to get him out of crime and try to get him to go straight and not be a criminal.
She's the one who wants the power.
She just jumped into that with both feet.
No, not even that. She jumped in. She's just like, oh,
she was like, oh yeah,
she's playing all coy and just like, oh no, like. I'm not really a part of your world or whatever. Show me it. And then she sits down on the chair. She's like,
let's kill people.
Kill that cunt. Kill that cunt. Kill. It's like she wanted power.
Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm down with.
Yeah. But then at the end, when it's just like, okay, so he knows Matt's secret. Spoilers. How are they gonna get around this? And he's like, I'm not gonna kill you, even though I should. But Vanessa, I have her on tape saying she's gonna kill somebody, and she did it. So if you say anything, she's going to jail. And I was like, oh, that's convenient then, huh? How she wanted to just murder people all of a sudden on camera. Whatever, we're gonna give it a pass. There's worse plot holes and things. I don't even call that a plot hole, but it was just convenient.
Vanessa, tell me your most secret desire.
Yeah.
Kill people?
Yeah.
Lots of people.
She's like,
how many people can I
kill
get away with
all
killing?
the people. Wait, are we sure I'm on camera? Kill the people.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's do some closing thoughts out there. So, anything else you want to say about it, or?
Well, one more thing. Hey, do you know that you know what he's in his operation for to fix his spine?
Adamantium, and that was the doctor that gave Wolverine his adamantium. Of course, I know that.
On his spine and some bones. I don't know how many bones.
But yes, that was the doctor, right, who gives him
the
adamantium. So that is an X-Men character. And hey, we might be able to get X-Men characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe here in the very near future. So here's kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
So what X-Men characters would you want Daredevil to throw down with? Or interact with?
You mean villains?
Doesn't matter. Who do you want to see him just interact with? Who would you like to see on Daredevil?
Well, here's where I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be mixing the movie world with the TV world, so I don't know who would be available.
That's true. This is a much more loaded discussion for a different video, I feel.
Yeah.
But it's a fun one, nonetheless. But, okay, so I think it's a safe assumption here that Daredevil Season 3 is fantastic. It's worth your time. There's an argument that it is the best singular season of any Marvel Netflix series, which is a very high bar. Charlie Cox and everybody is brilliant. I binged the crap out of it. I couldn't stop. There's literally one of those shows where you're just like, all right, one more episode. All right, one more. I gotta go to bed. One more episode. Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound, right? Might as well watch another one. It's that good. So...
Well, can I give them one critique?
Go for it.
There is too much heavy breathing. Everybody is always... I mean, if they... Once I say that and you watch it, you're never going to be able to get it out of your head.
Have you ever fought a rooftop full of ninjas? I imagine you're going to be
breathing
pretty hard. Well, I mean, it's like every Tuesday for you, right? I'm just saying.
Not in 2018.
You tend to breathe kind of heavy.
Okay, not just saying. I just feel like that's a little much. But anyway.
Do you think maybe that's them emphasizing him hearing them and shit? Like... You remember, like, with a hand, they would do the sword sounds a lot because it would be him hearing and shit?
I noticed there was more people heavy breathing in this one.
Karen ever heavy breathing?
I never really noticed her, but you probably were watching her.
That's all I noticed.
So, I don't know. Got anything else to say before we say adios?
I'm pretty good. I think we've wrapped up, and we're going to keep this kind of short, so I think we hit the notes that we want to hit, huh?
Yeah, I think this was a big success.
I think this was a great success.
Awesome.
And if you find people there with like more quick, unedited, raw footage like this until we get our main studio up and running for our main videos, we're going to keep popping these bad boys out. So yeah, we good?
We're good.
All right, well, thank you for joining us on this episode of the world's greatest news and reviews. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Peace out.